Yo, what's up guys? Blast back with some more Queen Pop LaLoon, and today we're taking a look at the No-Fly Zone 2.0. And let me start off by saying a big shout out to One HiveGazette for giving us all these challenges. If you remember the Queen Pop against the 1.0 or the original No-Fly Zone, went off very smooth. He went back to the drawing board, created this base to specifically stop Queen Pop. And let me say, it is a well-designed base. He also had some requirement to test it with full of archers, the whole CC full of archers. So dissecting this base, now we hit it a couple times, and I want to tell you guys, just like the original No-Fly Zone, every single hit, all first hits, we 3-starred it instantly, but then I would be lying. So there was a couple holdups on this base that we noticed right away. First of all, you have all your air defenses surrounded by useless cannons that are just a buffer. You got blowers facing outwards and blowers facing back. The CC radius is well inside all the defensive zone. That's well protected by anything that can shoot air, and the spacing is to get your loons away from the CC. Now there's some flaws in this base, just like every other base. There's some Teslas out here. There's also a Tesla way up here, but we'll discuss that later, which actually creates a pathing zone for your loons to get inside the CC radius. Now with 30 archers to pull, archers don't pull quickly. It can be a tall task. So I'll show you 4 replays. This one with the archers in the CC. There's also air bombs set by all the splash damage that get your troops messed up. Now, I could say, hey guys, let's use any other sort of air attack, right? Or any sort of other attack besides Queen Pop. With 25 archers, you could poison them, or you could just not do Queen Pop, but that's not what we were doing, and that's not what we wanted this to be. I wanted to stick with the original troop set, nothing different. You know, the full original Queen Pop, no changes in it, and 3-star it, because that was the challenge, and I like challenges. So when we look at the base here, you'll see what my mode of attack is to get in here and to zap out this air defense and that archer tower. Now, part of the time, I'd say about 20% of the time, hitting a lightning spell here, you could get the archer tower and the air defense and your earthquake lightning. Now with a max earthquake, you got it every time. But it didn't always happen, and I dropped the lightnings in the same spot every time, and not every time did it destroy. So jury's still out on that one, but I found the key is do not undersell your loons. With a full 30 archers, you want to fully get as many archers as you can. So I spent a lot of loons in a haste because I wanted to take these defenses out. And a key was, if we could take this expo out with all these troops, it is a good deal. So it worked awesome. If you could do this step, get all those troops down and get that expo down, you were sitting pretty. And I got a lot of the archers out, but I didn't get all of them. And that's fine because my troops can kind of clean up the rest of the base. So getting all those archers out, or as many as I can, and then using my queen and king, I soon realized was a tall task too, because they shot fast. So you can't just burn over these archers. You got to pull as many as you can out with a full 30 archer CC, and that was a key to this attack. So I spent both my heroes' abilities. Now right here, we'll notice is another key. You want to clear out. So I cleared out this side, right? You want to start clearing out this side and then get your troops in the middle to come up the gut. But you don't want to get all your loons in front of your hounds, because what they will do is hit all these splash damage points. But so clear it out, and you'll notice I'm not spending any spells right now. I'm waiting and waiting because my loons and hounds can pretty much clear it. All that's really hitting them is this tower damage. So my loons and hounds clear it. You'll see I didn't pull those last 4 archers, but the pups will eventually get them. Not an issue. And then I'm spending my rage. I really wanted to rage up my hounds here and get them first. So my loons are going in stages, but those air bombs definitely hurt my loons. And I'm raging them out of that area. I thought some hounds would pop and kill the queen. Nothing's popping, so I'm saving onto my rage. Now, this always happened on random. I saw my hounds getting low right here, and I'm coming into more splash damage. So now I set down my rage. My pups, boom, queen, killed her right away. And then I still have 2 hounds and those loons left. I accidentally threw my king up here. I shouldn't have done that. I don't even know why I dropped him. But with these 2 hounds left, I thought I was in trouble until what happened? I didn't even know this was there. So I didn't do like pre-planning or pre-scouting. I wanted to hit this fresh. So that popped up with air traps. And they're going to wear down my hounds and give them the extra. Boom. There we go. Now there's all the pups. And that's the cleanup I need to 3-star. So that was with the full Archer CC. We'll look at it with a couple different CCs, but that's a 3-star. And if you follow those things, if you can get that clear and then start clearing here, get your troops up the gut, it worked every time when you did those steps. Now, it's a very good base, and it takes, obviously, you have to do the steps. You can't just spam it. Let's take a look at some more. All right, guys. So after we got the whole pulling all the archers plan out, that was like the first night. I get on the next morning. The guy with that base isn't here, and he was the only other one that built it. So we just practice hitting with it. We said, all right, we got the whole archers figured out. Let's do different tests, different ideas. So this guy's doing it with no queen, and instead of a queen, he's subbing in a drag to help with the cleanup and the CC kill. That's his deal. But the same sort of thing you're going to see in the beginning is the key. Getting in here, pulling out the CC, trying to get this down, and then coming up the gut. It's the same basic plan every time. But we started throwing in, normal CCs you see in war. So I think we did drags and loons, that sort of thing. Or drags and wizards and arch. So you'll see he got those first part down, not a problem. Pull the CC as normal. And now he's going to use a king and a dragon to kill the CC. So everyone asks, what can I do, if I don't have a queen? Well, he uses his king and a drag to take out the CC, clears out the left side. Now he's going to bring the troops up the gut. You'll see a very similar second plan. You kind of want to get both of those air defenses down if you can around the same time, but getting those hounds up the gut is pretty important. So basically getting the hounds before a lot of your loons hit all those splash damage. Now the queen stepped up to shoot just like we want, and that's where the rage and the pups under rage are. They take care of the queen. Now it's just up to his 2 hounds and all those loons to take care of the rest of the base. All he's got really is his dragon on cleanup now, so we're really hoping his hounds pop. You'll see they're getting low on health, and he's still got that random Tesla up top that should help finish the job. There we go. That pops. His loons come down on the Tesla. Pups clean up all those traps. And now he has loons, pups, and the drag to clean it up. And there's another 3-star. So you'll see a similar theme here, guys, and different ways of doing it. Awesome base. And like I said, this actually took formulating a plan and getting it all in line to do. So let's take a look at another idea. So once again, normal war, you're going in. We put normal war troops in. And I wanted to see, if you pay attention in war, and I use my king for cleanup, and we're going to use it on the back end this time, but you'll see it's starting out the same pretty much every time. Hasten your loons and cut your funnel. Cut that wide part of the base. Then use your archers and queen to kill the CC. On any normal CCs, it will be fine. Obviously, on that 25 archer CC, we took a few extra steps. But make sure you fully pull the CC, commit to using the troops you need, clear out the right side on your pull, and now we're clearing out the left side, letting our troops run up the gut. And I'm holding on to spells again still. I got 4 full hounds. And and I'm keeping some loons for the backside. Now here I use my rage kind of in the wrong spot. I sent my loons up the gut first, and that pretty much devastated them. And that can happen, and that's one awesome part of this build. For the builder, bad for the attacker, but you have all those traps. If you don't time your spells right, that's what happens. Now, as you see hounds falling, you use your rage right where the queen's sitting, and your pups will literally eat her for breakfast. And you'll see I got that full health hound left. Now I'm thinking, all right, what if I'm a normal attacker and I see this random building? Rather than making my troops go up there, I'll use my king and just kill out that Tesla. The one bad part is I have a full health hound left. So I'm not getting those pups for cleanup. And I thought at this point in the attack, let me just hit end, because I didn't think it was going to pull off the 3 stars. So I figured I'd wait. And it does. My queen lived after the kill. She cleans up the bottom with a bunch of pups. The top, the king and a bunch of pups and some loon and hound, they all clean up the top. So it worked. Another 3 star. Now, lastly, what we're going to look at is what happens if you don't do the steps fully. If you don't get this expo down, you got to kind of play things by ear. So it can still work without it, but I'll tell you, more often than not, if you do not commit on the pull and creating this beginning of the funnel, you're going to have a bad day. So I didn't place my haste deep enough. And I didn't send enough loons. I didn't commit fully, so I didn't get the expo down, and now that's going to create a dual path for my hounds and loons. So I did get the CC, and I'm going to start like I did before on all the other successful runs. You know, you clear out the left, and then you start working up the gut, kind of do this a little bit slow, saving your spells. But in the back of my mind, you know, I know that I blew killing that expo, so some things might go wrong. So right here, you know, you're getting hit by a lot of splash. I'm saving my spells. Now I want to hit it as the queen is stepping up and my loons are going around everywhere and the hounds are under rage, and everything's curving to the right. So that's where I'm going to place my next rage, as I know one of the next hounds is going to burst, and I'm going to back end some loons here, kind of as a distraction and to start heading towards these archer towers. Now you'll see I still have a lot of hounds alive. Another one pops, which gives me a lot more pups for cleanup. And instead of putting my king up top again, I'm just going to start cleaning him on the south, since there's not a lot of pups down there. And I'm going to let my hound and my loons flow up to that Tesla and see what happens. So Tesla pops it. Pups get eaten up, but thankfully my loons got up there, did the job, and I have a lot of loons for cleanup. The king's working down south. The pups are working up north. It's looking good. So there's another 3 star. So if you don't get that expo down, it's not the end of the day. It's going to be harder, and you're going to have to pay more attention. And with this base, guys, you cannot just spam and rush this base. You have to do each part correctly. So big shout out to OneHive. Thanks for giving us this challenge. And this was a lot of fun. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you like these sort of things, maybe we can start collabing with some more people, getting some more base builds. I had a lot of fun. I know my clan had a lot of fun. This base is definitely queen poppable. As with any base, you need to make a plan. This is built against queen pop, and we still popped it. Was it 100% successful 100% of the time? No, this base is very good, guys. And if you see it in war, my first suggestion is not to take queen pop. I'll tell you that right now, as the guy who made this attack. Maybe think of another attack. But it's doable, and I'm showing you how. So that's the blueprint, the battle plan. I hope you guys like it. Hit like and subscribe. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at @CastandBlast_COC. Ask me any questions if you got them, and I'll catch you guys next time.